Ben Martin, one of the true good guys around in the game of high school football, joined me on the Sports Buffet podcast. We taped the interview Thursday night before the E.C. Glass Heritage game. Coach Martin talked about what he had seen out of his team in a 2-0 start, what worried him about the Pioneers, and what his team would need to do to win. Here's Ben Martin on the Sports Buffet podcast. E.C. Glass Hilltoppers 2-0 heading into a grudge match with Heritage, non-district variety. Ben Martin, head coach of the Hilltoppers, joins me. Let's review before we preview what has gone right in the first two games aside from results.
Well, I think we've gotten better each game, and we had a lot of turnovers in the first game offensively. We cleaned some of that up in the second game. Still not where we want it to be right now, but hopefully we get better and better each week. Defensively, I was definitely impressed with our defense last week against Halifax and the effort that they made.
I think I've asked you this just between us two. Are you pleased with where your team has come with your system so far?
Oh, definitely. I think with the new rules that the VHSL has passed, we're allowed to get these kids in the off seasons and really talk to them and teach them some things. So we're a lot further ahead right now than I've ever been in the past.
Talk to me about some people that you've been pleased with and have stood out and are really picking up maybe leadership and also good things on the field too.
Well, I think offensively you got to start with our quarterback, Josh Sessoms. He's been very dedicated in the offseason, and he's starting to pick up our offense a little bit better, being able to read it a little bit better. But, there's definitely some little things that we need to work on. But he's been impressive early in his career for us. And defensively, I mean, we've had some big plays by Mike Emanuel and Ethan Flower playing linebacker for us. And really defensively, we should have had 2 defensive touchdowns each of our first games.
When you play Heritage, obviously you get some emotion, some rivalry, and you play them twice, which I don't think you or Coach Bradley is a great big fan of. But what are you looking for on Friday night aside from a W?
No, I'd definitely rather play them just one time during the season. But, we want our kids to keep that emotion, but at the same time keep their heads and not do anything foolish that might hurt the team.
Talk a little bit about what worries you about the Pioneers.
Well, I think they're fast all around. I mean, that's they're able to put speed out on the football field. They're a very well-coached football team, so they're going to be disciplined on both sides of the football. And, the quarterback is probably the best athlete definitely we've seen so far.
Javante Parrish, you're talking about he can do it with his arms and his legs. How do you contain a kid like that?
Well, I mean, you just hope to contain a kid like that, and hopefully that we can put speed out on the field to contain him. He's going to see that seam, and we just want to make sure he doesn't break long runs. We want to make him work for everything that he runs for.
We talk about emotion, but how important is it not to have the kids put too much pressure on themselves? Because I think every time, kids are like, we got to beat Heritage, we got to beat Heritage, we got to beat Heritage. But if you don't beat Heritage, the season's not over on Friday night.
No, I mean, you definitely want to pump them up and at the same time let them know that it's not the end all the whole season. I mean, we want them to show that effort. And I'll be honest, we've had a great week of practice, and I think a lot of it is because of that motivation of it being Heritage. But like you said, we got to have that every week.
Final question, Coach. Always love talking to you. How's it been being on the other side of the rivalry this week? Because you went to Heritage.
Well, it's different. It's definitely different. But at the same time, I've been away from it so long. I've forgotten how exciting this game is and how much attention that it brings from the community. So I'm just definitely excited just to be a part of it.
Good luck on Friday. We'll talk to you soon after.
Thank you.